Thank you. Our next question will start with Mr. Daniels. If elected, would you propose making any changes in the form or structure of Decatur city government, and why or why not?
Most people walking around Decatur want to know what I think about Change Decatur. Well, let me clear the record. I was a founding member of Change Decatur. I believe the system that we have in place does not effectively represent all the citizens of Decatur. And I believe that because I've heard that from them. Whether you're up on Charles Street and hear about water backing up in their homes, whether you're talking about citizens in the 8th precinct who feel we need more transition programs for people returning from our prison system, whether you're talking to people in the Nelson Park area that are worried about what's going to happen to their park, people are crying out for someone to represent their interests in our community. Last summer, for the 3rd or 4th time, I went before the City Council with my colleagues and proposed a hybrid system with 7 automatic wards and 3 at-large representatives. My opponent and 3 other council members, 2 of which are running in this election, said that you, the citizens, don't deserve to vote on that. Now, they didn't have to agree with it, they just had to give you the chance to vote on it. I believe a hybrid system would be an improvement over what we have because our citizens are underrepresented. I think the current form of government can work with highly qualified people that are driven by the right values. I believe I can serve effectively in this system. But could it be better and better serve the interests of this community? Absolutely. I don't know why our citizens should suffer less representation than citizens elsewhere in central Illinois and all of Illinois.
Thank you. Mr. McElroy?
I did vote against it, and since then I have done some serious thought. I have been involved in some neighborhood meetings and have done some looking around, and I would say at this point that anything that would keep the manager form of government intact, I would look at any other option. I will not say no to that. I would not look at an option. So as long as we stay within a city manager form of government, I would certainly be willing to listen, as I have been listening to several people that have come up to me with that situation.
Mr. Daniels?
May I just enjoy the moment? Wow. Good job, Mike. Well, I'm glad that Mike's come over to the dark side. I hope he'll tell his friends who have certain media outlets that think that's a terrible idea. You know, I want to caution many of you in the audience and the community about the ugly word change Decatur. It may be a distraction that's intended to divert you from discussing the important issues facing this community. We need a new direction. We need some new ideas and new passion and energy. We need to talk about our schools. We need to talk about jobs. We need to talk about a number of issues that are important to the citizens of this community. I would ask you that if you hear someone bring up Change Decatur in a disparaging way, to ask why don't they want to talk about the other issues that are important in this race.
Thank you.
I would just like to put out that any media problems that have been arisen, I am not involved with at all. It's not I'm not involved in that.
Okay, next question.